we'll look into a scenario and what if America collapsed. But we won't just be looking into solely what if America collapsed. What would it do to the world? As some alliances, I know we can too. The world, no, not NATO and the Rio Pact. But wouldn't really affect these guys. Maybe NATO would be way weaker. But as you can see, this is weird. So, unrecognized nations there, right? Shown on the map, right? De facto there. But here, it's not de facto. Like, isn't that pretty interesting? Well, I think a land bridge. It's right over there. I think this is kind of what Crimea looks like. But we have to remember, America collapsed would impact Ukraine big time. Because America is the most prominent NATO country. Unfortunately, NATO really, most European countries, unfortunately, and most, except some, but let's say America has basically been holding the back, so this is kind of bad. But we have to remember, the world order is changing. And no, not in a bad way. Poland's getting strong. I'm sure Poland wouldn't sit by. I'm sure Europeans would be in trouble if America did collapse today. Well, internally, we'll go see what America is doing. This might just be enough for Russia to take the Donbass, maybe. I mean, this map might be... The only problem I can see with this map is that it's not really wide borders. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is about what the front lines look like. No, there's one mistake. Without American support, they wouldn't lose, but would they win? Not certain, but I think Russia might have an upper hand. It'll be much slower, but still faster than today. With Ukraine definitely probably being able to push Russians back and get across that river area, the Dnipro. But I don't think this might be an easier spot. All Russia would have to get is basically this. And their goal is complete. And yeah, I might be able to take it, with negotiations most likely needing to happen eventually. With Russia probably gearing to just hold what they have left. Well, probably can't move north there, but maybe get further east. But nobody knows, and they'd probably sign peace here. If that's definitely the worst case scenario if America collapsed. But let's look to America. What's something that could possibly happen? Well, anything. What I'd like to see is this. Because look how much better it looks on the map. And I mean, a New England, probably not out of the world. Maybe, yeah, I'm going to say it does happen. But New England has Maine, so that kind of breaks it. But yeah, that's a good way of it happening. New Jersey and New York. What about that? And the second Minnesotan, Ohio declares war on Michigan. Wait, this already happened. Yeah. With Ohio taking advantage of the situation right now. What situation? With Michigan sending a big defensive against Ohioans. Well, the Ohioans are making gains. Just not much. What? Yeah. Michigan and Ohio soon meet in Ottawa. To no avail. The Canadian government couldn't stop it. So they send weapons to Michigan, because Michigan's the defender. And you know what weapons they send? Canoes. No, I'm kidding. They actually sent weapons. Well, that is only Canadian weapons. That's somebody saying, Wait, what? Did somebody just say? You may be wondering. Well, Wisconsin decides to attack Michigan. This is a first war, but likely the war to end the wars. No, I'm kidding. What happened last time they said it was a war to end all wars? Oh yeah, nothing good happened. Well, this is where the Upper Peninsula is invaded. Wisconsin is aggressive. With Ohio's front line moving north. But I don't think anybody's going to gain too much out of this. Like, look at Michigan just sending them back. Michigan just says, just somehow manages to do this. They're not really winning this war. As the second Ottawa Compromise happens. And this one actually comes to the border up more north. And in Wisconsin, well, they got a bit of the Upper Peninsula, but Michigan benefits most because Canada just basically put them in NATO. With California and their golden age over there. With Cascadia saying it's time. But they're missing someone. They're missing a few people, probably. They say, wait. Cascadia? Wait. I feel like it would be a bad idea. I feel like Idaho wouldn't really join it. Why? Because I think right and left. But then again, that's just urban-rural split. I think. Something like that. But yeah, Cascadia is back. Texas is a country again. But North Carolina says that, yeah, Tennessee is a part of us. They once were. If they're once a part of you, they always are. So this is probably the biggest deal ever made in this area. South Carolina joining a side. With Florida joining a side. Okay. Alabama and Georgia joining one side. With Ohio picking a side in Maryland. I don't know if this is even realistic or anything. That's what Pennsylvania just says. Yeah, we're neutral. with Louisiana ending up just staying neutral. But with the red team being the first ready. But for some reason, this country was ready on two fronts. With West Virginia making an advance and Kentucky making advances. Well, this is such a weird war. Honestly. But this war seems weird. Maybe it's because it's about states. I don't know, being independent, so I guess they're countries now. And this scenario is getting a bit weird. With Florida readying their first advance. Wait, what? It took them this long? Are they like a powerful? Yeah, but it would take a while. Well, I just realized they have all the naval assets. But unfortunately, this is the most strategically placed state of all. With this advance happening. Which is the end of Georgia living. Why did they join the red team? Well, I don't know. But they did. But finally, after days of fighting, this happens. And now let's go to mountain fighting. So Ohio has mountain climbers. Wait, what? And Virginia had mountain climbers, and they do this. But they barely advance anywhere else, because it's just mountain. And they pretty much have it taken out and neutralized. So now they start their push into North Carolina. With Atlanta being encircled and taken. And a move into Alabama. With Florida's front looking odd. But Texas basically states that they support the red team and are sending weapons. With the fall of mountain land. Wait, what? A mountain can fall? No, not literally. But the mountain has fallen. I don't like how the Kermit kingdoms could fall. With the first advance to liberating Tennessee happening. With a huge advance into North Carolina. And yeah, this is such a weird video. America collapsing, what would it do to the world? And we start in Europe because we don't know how to start in North America. With them moving through here. Alabama. Is Montgomery, but what is... Okay, this is not good. I can't remember the major cities here. With many people seeing their best options. With the West Coast finally forming an alliance. It's called the Palm Tree Alliance. Who doesn't want to go to the Palm Tree Earthquake Alliance? Everybody does. Yeah. With Texas feeling threatened by this alliance. With Dakota being formed. It's such interesting borders. With them having one last goal, which is to take back Tennessee, because Tennessee deserves land. Well, That's pretty much all that happens now, and then a peace treaty. But only 2 are given pro-governments. North Carolina and West Virginia get pro-Florida governments. With Florida coming up with an idea, they're going to make an alliance. What is it going to be called? Well, don't get too far ahead. It's going to be called the Florida Pact. Wait, what? No, Miami Pact. Which will involve Ohio, Maryland, West Virginia, who decides to join. South Carolina joins. Cuba joins. Wait, what? Cuba joins? As if that could ever happen. But let's say it does. Because we can. Delaware joins. But Texas has seen enough of people getting alliances without them. And the South has seen enough of them making the CSA again. Kentucky joins. Then Missouri joins. And well, they want a strategic location. This is just great. Thanks Tennessee being encircled. But Tennessee realizes severity when Texas decides to help them take over Louisiana. Whatever, I just thinking this is just because I like war, but I don't. So, think that. And well, let's move it down to 4 sides, with Texas swarming in the south and north. Because Louisiana didn't want to join this alliance. They heard they were going to join this one. So their capital, New Orleans, is taken. Nope, that's not their capital. False. Their capital, Baton Rouge, is taken and they fall. So I got it wrong. That's not good. Baton Rouge fell. Yeah, Baton Rouge fell. I don't know why I would ever say that. Just don't ask me. Maybe because I'm half asleep. But that's another story for another day. Wait, what? And now, to never mess up Louisiana's capital. Again. Texas just annexes some land to be chill. I mean, sorry, Louisiana, for getting your capital gone, but it doesn't matter anymore because you're gone. Wait, what? With Tennessee realizing how dangerous this alliance is, as Texas puts forces, and they move forces along Tennessee's border. Quickly after, at 4 a.m. one day, April 15th, they launch a land invasion. Why? Because they just do. And well, this is just because they don't like their borders. And they even invade other states. And North Carolina wants to join this pact. So right after this country falls, North Carolina votes to join. This alliance thinks they can stop Mexico too. That's good news, right guys? And I just got news. As this mess was going on, somebody is trying to denazify someone. Okay, that's not good, I guess. The Texan Pact is formed. Okay, don't mix up those. Well, it can't really be red. Well, it can be this color. With Wisconsin joining this alliance. With New England getting allowed by Canada to join its alliance. And Canada's gone psycho. just let you know. So they say, Alaska, can you join us, please? And Alaska says, why? Because you're cool. And Alaska says, well, I don't want to become a part of Russia 2.0 again. Dang. Says Russia, as they were planning in advance there. They can't take on NATO, possibly. Because most powers in the world that have nukes just hide behind them. With Russia saying, we are launching a special military operation. Wait, what? Did they have to do it again? With them declaring the independence of South Ossetia and Abkhazia, which is seen as crazy. And not even a day later, Russian troops enter Georgia. Wait, what? Armenia is just stuck, with Russia launching forces in two fronts. They even take the coast, and they're storming the country. Really? They need to storm someone? With the Russian Empire being a thing. Which is bad. As they annex all of Georgia. But guerrilla fighting keeps happening. As a lot of people in Georgia are with Chechnya wanting independence. And yeah, most of Russia wasn't even colored in yet. And look, we didn't even color this guy in yet. With the world order changing as Ukraine marches into NATO, this really infuriates Russia. Who to get a new ally? Funds Transnistria. Wait, what? Yeah, a bunch of stuff has happened since I was gone to America. With this being Transnistria, for sure, definitely not a lot smaller. And Transnistria states that we will free ourselves with brute force. Which, everybody sees Russian equipment and stuff, and they're like, what, Russia? What did they just do? And Romania puts very severe sanctions on Russia. Very severe. But Russia's chilling. With China seeing it's in its best interests to get its good friends on a team with it. Wait, I can't use that color. And while they make pact with Pakistan, China, North Korea, and they start arming up and threatening Taiwan again. For no apparent reason. With Myanmar joining the Beijing Pact, Laos and Cambodia. With India meeting with Australia, they meet with New Zealand. They meet with Ulaanbaatar. No, not Ulaanbaatar. They meet with Mongolia. And, well, they meet with Brunei, the Philippines, Thailand. And, well, they all agree to form the Pacific Defense Organization. Or the PDO. Pacific Defense Organization. Brunei does join. The Philippines joins. And China's infuriated as Taiwan decides to join. Let's go see if I can find Hong Kong and Macau. With it being good, I guess, for Australia. Poland has been rearming itself steadily since the beginning. If we can find Hong Kong and Macau, they will join. Yes. Here and here, maybe? And here? Yep, let's do it like that. Because nobody really will know. I'm wrong. Well, they will. With Iran's alliance, or the Peninsula. Why is there so many alliances forming in this universe? What am I? This will be kind of like an alternate future series, but with a collapsed US. And in the future, I'll probably add another layer of this map. When I'm seeing an expansion of that, they get Libya, Iraq, and Oman to join their alliance. And most people now. But yeah, as in a few years, a big change of events happens. With this. And that's not the biggest change of events. A lot of countries in Europe have weakened, with Kosovo scared of what could happen if it allows this. They join Albania, which infuriates Serbia, but there's nothing Serbia can do. Except now, and they say, yo, Russia, help. Okay, you want Russia to help you. That will go so well. With the Axis of Resistance getting a new member, Israel is in a state now. With Iran easily able to fund those areas. Saudi Arabia now starts seeing Israel as strategical in the fight against Iran, so they allow them to join. Wait, no, that's Palestine down there. My mistake, guys. And it looks like a Cold War has just set in between the two powers. Iran and Saudi Arabia got bigger. And well, the Midwest just says, yeah. No, not Midwest. Yeah, that is definitely Midwest. And well, they start uniting to form the Midwest Republic. With Colorado wanting to join. This alliance picking Texas's team. Just to let you know, just because it looks more united does not mean it's more united, guys. Unification isn't really a necessity in this universe. Anything can happen in this universe. Like, if you watched my alternate future series, you would know that. This is part 1 of What If America Collapsed in 2023. And we're now in 2028. Yeah. With countries starting to fear the rise of different nations. And yeah, some of the weirdest things have happened. But this is what Africa looks like. Just calm. But anybody can basically do anything, as we have seen so far. With the final event for this video happening, which puts Europe on high alert as Russia decides to illegally annex Belarus. But Belarus vote in favor, so it's good. And that's pretty much all for today's video. Please like and subscribe. If you want to see another video of this series, please leave a subscribe and like. That would be great. And leave a comment. And that's all for today's video. Wild Mapper out. But you need to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video before I leave. Wild Mapper is out.